today we'll be covering some of the useful tips and tricks in Tableau. So let's get started with the first one. So finding all calculated fields in the sidebar. So what it does is, so basically when we try to achieve something like which is really hard, we tend to make so many calculated fields and we may not follow the name convention those times. Then later we will try to search for the calculated field across the rows and columns. But here anyway, since we have limited number of columns, it doesn't matter. But when we have like a large volume of data, then it matters. So to do that, we can just see and this thing if we use, we'll be able to filter only the calculated fields. Apart from that, if you would like to take only dimensions, once you view D plus this double dot, you'll be able to view the dimensions, and the next for the measure M1 double dot. So this way we'll be able to filter the separate like dimensions, measures and calculated fields. So if you forget like how to get this, you can use this filter by and just tap on the measure or dimension whichever you'd like to view. So this is the first tip I had. Moving on to the second tip, removing
Jairam, so on the stacks search, can you also give on the top of that M or D with like a name of a fields? Like will it do also like a rough match search?
Okay, let's check. Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to check. All right.
It works. Next, removing ABC in table. So what I mean by here is once the category and subcategory as well. So sometimes what happens is like we may not need to pull in anything into the text column, but still there will be ABC showing. Most of the time what I tend to do is I will just hide it like this. Apart from that, we have some other way as well. You can just convert this text to polygon. So this will be kind of blank and then you can hide. The reason being why you have to convert it to blank is sometimes when we put it in a dashboard, when we change it to the slideshow or when we increase the width, there are chances that this hidden part might get expanded. So that's why it's better to convert it into polygon so that ABC won't be visible. Or otherwise, what we can do is back to text, we can just create a calculated field with blank. And we can pull it to text. So again, it will be kind of thing. So to get rid of ABC, we have two things. One is changing it to polygon, or else just creating a blank calculated field and pulling it into the text column. So next, field headers to top. Let me make a simple bar graph. So currently, if you see, we have the subcategory name on the top, but categories and labels on the bottom. If you'd like to move it to top, how we can achieve that? So basically we have to go for analysis, then table layout, then advanced. So here we have like a lot of features, but anyway we will stick on to the one how we have to get the subcategories on the top. So once if you remove this and if you give apply, you'll be able to view the subcategories labels on the top. So below the head field name only, we will have all the labels for the subcategory. So this is what is known as like field headers to top. Again, once you have in bottom, you have to go for analysis, then table layout, then advanced. So here we will have show innermost level at the bottom. Just uncheck and apply. We will be able to pull the field headers to the top. Next, field headers in a single measure. So category. So here, like we have category, subcategory, but there is no header for sales. The reason being, we have pulled the sales into the text column. Sometimes if you would like to have the sales label, once you pull into dashboard, you can just add a text and keep it floating and you can just align it here. Again, though if you do that way, but once we change the view, floating is not preferred, because once we change the size of dashboard or once you change the view from normal mode to slideshow, then there are chances the things whichever we place by float moves here and there, so it's not advisable. So what we can do is we have a quick workaround here. So we'll pull in the measure names And for the time being, we will just select sales and quantity, apply, okay. Then we will pull the measure names and measure values to text. So now we have got both quantity and sales here, but we need sales only. We should not just do like this, like removing the quantity. Instead, what we have to do is we have to go edit filter and remove the quantity and apply here. So we will have the sales header and the field associated values associated with the sales. One more time I would like to repeat. Generally what I tend to do personally is I'll remove from measure values. Here we are not supposed to do that. We will go there and select it with the filters. So in this way we will be able to get the title for the table, though single measure, though we pull into the text. Next thing, it's adding totals and subtotals. Then let me pull the category sales. So as all of us may be aware, once you go to analysis and totals, so column grand totals, then again analysis, totals, add all subtotals. So here if you observe, like we have to come and select this drop down and do it twice. Instead we can do that in a single click. Let's see how to do that. So instead of navigating here to analysis drop down, here we have analytics. So once you select these totals, you will be able to get the subtotals and grand totals in a single click, rather than navigating to analysis drop down where we have to select twice. Here with single click you will be able to get all the subtotals and the grand total. Next, here we will see the separate color legend per measure. So here currently we have sales and quantity. If you want to color the quantity and sales alone, like what we can do, we can pull in the measure names to color. So we will be able to see the measure names getting colored. But what if like we want maybe I'll add the discount as well. Okay, it's in percentage. Okay, let's remove. So take some other revenue terms like sales or profit, whatever. If you want to color it in terms of heat map, how we can do that? So instead of coloring by measure name, if you pull in the measure values to color, so irrespective of the it's from which measure, it will just color according to the value of the field. So here we can see this is the highest 3,30,000 and that's colored with the darkest color. If you want to convert it to heat map, again we can just change it. Okay, I think here it may not be possible to convert it to heat map, but yeah, once if you want to change it,
you can do it. Just click on automatic and change it to square. Increase the size.
Okay, so once you pull it to square, you'll be able to view it in terms of heat map. Next, color legend per dimension. Bring the sales. So for example, if you would like to color it based on category and subcategory, first we can pull in to category to color, and next we can't directly pull in subcategory because like by default it will just take only one dimension per color. Instead we can pull it to detail shelf, and here we can convert it to color. So if you see like all the furniture are in the particular shade and office supplies as well. Instead of doing this much, we can directly take it from row shelf itself. Select category, control, select subcategory, and pull it to color. So with that, we will be able to color it based on the particular color, rather than pulling one to color, then second one to detail, and changing it to color. So next, we move on to the next tip. So finding group members based on keyword. Okay. So So let me pull the product. Let me create a group with the product name. Create group. So here, if you see, most of them are have a particular start name. So if you want to group them rather than selecting like manually, here we can use the find option, which we have it here. Generally, it won't be visible. So once you tap in, you'll be able to view it. Once you select Acco, find all, and after that you have to click on group. So all of them will be grouped in the particular category based on like whichever we have selected. So in this way, like grouping would have grouping made easy compared to the other ones. So once if you include other, rest will be added in the others. So when you have like large volume of products wherein we can use the find option to group them based on the keywords. Showing hidden fields name. So generally how we hide it, this we will select, and here once you click there will be a hide label for rows, but how to get that back is not possible directly in the visualization. We have to go for the analysis, then table layout, and show field name for rows. So in this way we will be able to get the field names, but hiding we can hide directly from here. So yeah, that's it. These are the tips I had for today.